Hi everyone. So this is week 4, and this week I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about some of the support that is around me and how that's helping me kind of stay centered and stay positive about everything because, a diagnosis like breast cancer is not necessarily a positive thing, but there are positive things that are happening kind of around me. So I want to talk about that a little bit. So I'm actually give you a little bit of background. So I am single. I have never been married, and I don't have any children. So I live on my own. So I don't really have anybody physically in my immediate surroundings that can take care of me, not family wise. But what I do have is an incredible network of friends. I have two of my girlfriends in particular have been more than supportive. So when I first told them, immediately they were like, "Well, when's your appointment? We're going with you." Keep in mind, one of them lives 4 hours away from me, and I'm like, "You're not coming down here driving 4 hours to sit in a half hour appointment with me. So let's do FaceTime." And then turned out the other one could also come. So I had my initial consult, not consult, but my initial meeting with the breast surgeon with basically two of my friends there. One was in the office with me, and the other one was on FaceTime taking vigorous notes. She took like 4 pages worth of notes. So I'm hesitating saying their names because I'm not really sure if they want me to put it out there or not. But anyway, they're my closest friends. They know who I'm talking about. So having them there was super, super helpful, just to have a second set of ears, somebody else paying attention, because as much as I could possibly pay attention to the doctor and everything that she was telling me, it was a lot of information. And to have somebody else also taking it in, and making notes and, other, and really paying attention to what was being said and what was being, the possible options, the possible outcomes, the positives, the negatives. So helpful. And then to know that I don't have to do it alone. So then kind of the same thing happened for my follow-up appointment. Only it was just my one friend in the office. The other one had a prior something else to do with another family member. So just having somebody there that I can talk to about it. But above and beyond that, everybody that I have shared this diagnosis with has immediately, regardless of how close our friendship is or how, sporadic it is or how infrequently I see them, immediately they have said, "Whatever you need, let me know. Do you need me to drive you to an office? Do you need me to get food for you? Do you need me to come take care of you? You need me to do this, this, and this?" And to be honest, right now, I don't really need much of that. I do have my two friends that are coming with me coming with me either virtually or in person to the appointments. Any more than that would just be a bit much, but the reality is that once I have the surgery and then whatever the recovery is going to be after that, then I'm, who knows? Who knows what kind of help I'm going to need? I'm not going to be able to lift things. I'm not going to be able to do a lot of stuff. I'll be out of work for a week. It's going to be a process. So I'm just kind of taking everything day by day and try not to get bogged down in too much of those details about things, and to rely on my friends as much as I can. I want them to be in the loop. I want them to know what's going on. And as I get information, I'm sharing it with them. I also have 2 brothers, and I've been keeping them in the loop and trying, now I have this network of friends and family that everybody knows what's going on. So now I have all these people I need to keep up with. And, the one thing is everybody immediately, as soon as I tell them, "Are you okay? How are you feeling?" But the fact is, I don't feel anything. I haven't, and I don't. The only, the only issues that I'll have, or not issues, but the only challenges that I'll have will be the surgery, and after the surgery, the recovery and all that stuff. But right now, I don't feel anything. I don't feel a lump. It's not impacting my physical well-being in any way. And I think I'm in a pretty good place mentally and emotionally. And the majority of that is because I know that I have this wonderful network of friends and family that are here to support me. And I do hope for you that if you do go through something like this, that you also have that network to support you. even if you just have one person that can step up, that can be that sounding board, that can just listen to you, even if it's not a close friend, even if it's some acquaintance, it's a coworker or somebody that can just hear you and, kind of let you vent about things and let you share things and ask questions and have them ask questions, because inevitably somebody else is going to ask a question in a different way or come up with an idea for something in a different way that you never thought of. I was just talking to one of my brothers today, and he was asking me a lot of questions about the radiation, and I don't really have a lot of information about that. I have some small details, but I don't know the specifics of it, so I couldn't really answer those questions because we're not quite at that point of radiation yet. That would happen about 4 to 6 weeks after the surgery. So there's lots of time between now and then to kind of learn all of that. But, he came at it from a different point of view. That's what he was thinking of, was the radiation and how would that impact me, and, what would that mean to me going forward. So everybody's going to have a little bit of a different viewpoint and support you kind of in a different way. So I just wanted to talk about that and to say, I guess, thank you to everybody that's supporting me in person, and now anybody that's watching the videos. I do appreciate this. I really just wanted to share my experience because I feel like I have a slightly different point of view on this. Like, I am pretty positive about it all. And I really wanted to share that with people. And a lot of that is because I know that I have these people around me that are here to support me. So, that being said, today's song is With a Little Help from My Friends by Joe Cockee. We're just going to do a little tiny snippet of this one because he gets into too much ad-libs and stuff like that midway through. But just going to do a little snippet. So, here we go. Would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ear and I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key. I get by with a little help from my friends. All I need is a little help from my friends. Yeah, I get by with a little help from my friends. And that's it. That's all you're getting today. Keeping it short and sweet. We're under 8 minutes. I'm very excited. That's what I've been trying to do. So again, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I will see you next week.